Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to, I think this going to be a sip and chat. We're going to see what happened. This is like an unofficial live this morning, so y'all just bear with me, okay? Hey, Niecy, baby, what's poppin', yeah? Hey, Joe, what's up, Cupcake, baby? Hey, I am a warrior. Good morning, what up, Petty King? Hey, girl, hey. How y'all doing this beautiful morning? What's up, Shannon? Thank you so much for being a member of Summer's Room's YouTube channel. I appreciate you for supporting my channel. Yes, thank you. Good morning, Miss Lawanda. Miss Lawanda, don't get on me, okay? Don't get on me because I need to. I'm supposed to be starting something today and I'm going to talk about that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and go get it so I can show y'all. Let me go get it so I can show y'all because I was supposed to do it yesterday. So let me go ahead and go get it. Let me go tell the people on Facebook that we over here live on YouTube in a moment. Y'all go tell y'all friends to tell a friend to tell a friend to come over here and we can all be friends. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Now I do have a few topics that I want to talk about this morning. And I think that they will be interesting. Hopefully, we will see. There's a couple of things that's been going around in the media that I thought that we could talk about because not only is it in the media, but it also can be relative to life in general. And I also want to tell y'all about this new product that I'm going to be trying. Courtesy of Miss Lawanda. She put me down. She put me down. You know what I'm saying? I got the one. The other one is in my car. Let me go get the other part from out my car. Which I left my windows down last night on accident, and now the inside of my car is probably soaking freaking wet. But hopefully it's warm enough today and it'll dry it out. So hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Hey, Miss Mary. Good morning. Hey, Nikki. Oh, my car is soaking wet, y'all. Oh my gosh, my seat is soaking wet. Oh, my seat is soaking wet. Ooh, I felt it as soon as I pushed down on it. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, cousin. How you doing, cousin? Let me stream this to Facebook real quick now that I got the other product and let them know that we live on Facebook. Let's see if Steph pop in here. She ain't responded to my messages this morning on Facebook, so we'll see. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, guys? If you are tuning in from Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. So we can come chit chat this morning. Got a couple of topics that I want to talk about and fill you in on a few things going on with me. So come on over to YouTube. Facebook will not be live. Hey, Deborah. I'm going to drop the link for YouTube right now for you guys. And then I'm going to be clipping the Facebook. Um, Boom. Let me drop this link real quick. for YouTube to bring you guys over. Real quick. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, good morning, my silver lining. How you doing, love? How you doing? Okay. You set up? Yeah. Boom. What's up, y'all? All right, I'm about to clip the Facebook stream. So if you want to join us, come on over to YouTube because I'm finna get into these topics, y'all. The link is in the comments. I'm gonna drop it one more time and then we finna get into it. And we gonna see what's what. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Uh, uh, boom. 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 Okay. What's up, y'all? I wish I could have married a lightning was so bad. You are looking. Thank you, y'all. Let me get into this. Y'all see this slimmy face? Now I need to put up a side by side. When I did that review the other day on the cookies, I was looking at myself when I was doing the replay, like put my little edit center. I was like, Shorty's face is looking a little. I do my little toxic. Hey, Niecy, baby, what you been up to, girl? I seen you somewhere. Somebody shared you or something, and I said, "Oh, Niecy, baby, back on Facebook. You back getting in trouble, Niecy, or you staying out of trouble? Stay out of trouble." Thank you, Miss Lawanda. Yes, I'm down. I am down like 30-something pounds or whatever. So Miss Lawanda put me down on a company that she works with called Thrive Elites. Did I say it right? Or Thrive Level? Which one is it, Miss Lawanda? Causing trouble only with the trolls who cause trouble when you spreading awareness. Okay, nothing wrong with awareness. You see me out here getting it. So I ordered some of her products. I got this. Can y'all see that? It's called Thrive. Now I ordered the men capsules. This is an energy capsule. Okay? And I ordered, instead of the female, I ordered the male because I feel like when it's like women or men, they give the men a little bit more because men are supposed to be like, I guess, men. Thrive by level. It's Thrive by level. Mr. Wanda, are you at work? Do you want to come up and talk about your company? Because if that's your work, because if you do, you could come up. You could come up and come talk about it because you would know better than I know. And I also got these. These are vitamin patches, which works well for me because a year or two ago, I was ordering vitamin patches off Amazon because I kept forgetting to like take my pills, and sometimes I just don't want to do it. And so the patches worked out better for me. And so when I seen this on the website as an option, I said, well, I just was talking about getting me some more vitamin patches anyway, so let me jump on this. It is Dermafusion Technology Premium Lifestyle DFT. What does DFT stand for? It's supposed to support appetite management, enhance weight management, support lean muscle retention, mental acuity, energy circulation, and yeah, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be starting this today, and I'm going to do it for 30 days. Yes, it has a little more energy than men's. It's okay, but anyone can message me, and I will give all the information. Don't be camera shy, Miss Lawanda. You better get out there and tell them about it. Anyway, this is a 30-day supply for me. And so keep in mind also, I am also on Ozempic already.
And I have been trying to do things to kind of increase my energy because the Ozempic has me on it is like a downer for me. I'm always tired. So I'm hoping that this will give me a boost. Yes, this is to help encourage losing weight, Miss Mary. So I'm going to do this for 30 days, and I'm going to let you guys know what my review is after 30 days. And I don't know, depending on how I feel about it, maybe I will continue to take the supplements and see what happens. But that's on it. So let's get into these topics, okay? So there's a few things I wanted to talk about. And the first thing, Miss Lawanda has lost 70 pounds on it. She's doing the whole system, though. I didn't get the whole system because I didn't want to do a protein shake. Another part of this, sorry, rewind, is they have protein shakes. So you're supposed to do a protein shake, this energy pill, and then the vitamin patch all together. And all together taken is supposed to support weight loss. I did not get the protein shake because I'm not able to eat much throughout the day. I normally only eat once a day, and I didn't want to drink my protein. I'd rather eat my protein, so I didn't get it. So let's go ahead and get into some of these topics, okay? Yeah. Let's get into this. I want to start with the Met Gala first. Now, I typically don't follow the Met Gala news and things like that, but it was a couple of things that had came up that people were talking about, and I was like, what is going on with the celebrities? Like, I really was lost in the sauce trying to understand what is going on, honestly. Like, I think once I found out that the Met Gala is more about fashion, like them displaying fashion, like kind of like them presenting their artsy side to the world, I was like, okay. But even still, some of the outfits that some of these people wore were like, bro, what you got going on? One being Doja Cat. Okay, Doja Cat has been, I don't know, apparently I'm told that this is her personality. Okay, I have no clue about Doja Cat's personality. I'm not even going to front. But I'm told that this is just her. She typically do things to kind of catch people off guard and things like that. Earlier in the week, she was seen out on a stroll. Good morning. Earlier this week, she was seen out on a stroll wearing a sheets. Okay, so I was like, why is she walking the strip? I don't remember where she was, but she was shopping. She had like walked into a store and was shopping. And I'm like, she has on a sheet. At one point, the sheet had dropped. At one point, the sheet had dropped from her or whatever, and you could see her butt. She had on a thong. You could see her booty, and people were commenting on how her butt was fat. And I was like, bro, what do you have going on? And then when she got to the Met Gala, she walked in with this. Shorty wore a towel to the Met Gala and wrapped her hair in a towel like she just got out the shower. And I am thoroughly confused. I was thoroughly confused about what was going on. And at this point, a little while after is when I found out that the Met Gala is really more so about fashion, about expression, like artsy expression. So I was like, okay, but I still don't understand this. Now she did end up coming and answering a question for an interview, and this wasn't the end up for her. She went and switched out her outfit and came back in this. Now I don't know if you guys can see this clearly, but she is in a long white cotton t-shirt and it is drenched. It looked like it's drenched, like she had water poured over her. Okay, you could see her breasts and stuff like showing through the material because it's just white. And so this, I'm like, what is going on in the world? And she did an interview, and somebody asked her what was the concept, and she said she was trying to show cotton. So that was the reason for her walking around in a white sheet. This was the reason for her wearing a white towel and then wearing this white t-shirt. She was trying to give cotton because I guess the theme for the Met Gala was floral or garden or something like that. And so she wore cotton was her flower to display, right? So I'm like, okay. Now let's fast forward, okay? Taraji P. Henson has been in the media and they were giving her a lot of slack about her dress. I didn't think the dress was bad, but people had a problem with her mesh. I don't know if you guys could see it very good on the screen, but they were saying like her mesh did not match her body. That it should have been cut out so that it could be more seamless, right? And so she caught a lot of slack. And I'm just like, I feel like people just hating because I think she looked good. I think the dress looks good on her. When she's in certain lighting, I can see how the mesh sides kind of are definitely brighter than her skin. Like they is off, is a little bit lighter, I think, than her. So I'm like, but it's a dress, it's mesh. It's supposed to just be an illusion. And in other lighting, it looks better. So I'm like, she look good. I'm like, leave Taraji alone. She's doing her thing. People I think just do too much. And then we're gonna move along. There's one more person I wanted to talk about real quick, and that is Mrs. Kim Kardashian. Okay. Kim Kardashian came out looking like a diamond, okay? However, she looked like a diamond that couldn't breathe, okay? She looked like a diamond that couldn't breathe. She had on this corset, and you cannot see it in this photo. You need to see a video. I should have got a small little clip and played it for y'all. But she has on this corset, and it looks like she may have had ribs removed because otherwise, I don't understand how she got into this dress. I don't understand how she got into this dress if she didn't have her ribs removed. Her freaking waist is gone. She essentially has no waist. It's you probably can take both your hands and wrap them around her waist and probably touch her fingers. Like a man, a grown man hand could probably go around her, hold her on her waist and fingers touch. I'm not really sure what she was going for with this. It's giving me restricted airway, can't breathe type time. So I mean, she was looking flawless for sure, but she definitely could not breathe. And there was another picture of I think her name was Twila or Twilla, however you say her name, Tyla. I couldn't find a picture that I was looking for, but she wore like this mud mask she wore like this mud mask to the gala. It was just mud. It wasn't clothes. It was like just mud or a latex that dried. And it dried and it tightened and she couldn't walk. So she had to have her bodyguards and stuff and people that were with her, like surrounding her, pick her up to take her up the steps because she couldn't move her legs. And I'm just like, I don't get it. Like I just don't get it. Call me slow or whatever, but I don't get it. I don't want to be that restricted in nothing that I do, or whatever. I just don't. I don't want to be restricted in nothing that I do to that capacity. So that was the Met Gala. Were you guys following the Met Gala at all? Was there anyone there that was dressed up that kind of stuck out to you guys? The concrete lady. No, I was looking for a good picture of her, but I only could find videos. I probably didn't look long enough though, Miss Mary, because I was rushing, like trying to decide if I was going to really do sip and chat this morning. And so she has on. Let me see if I can get one real quick. Let me see. Twilla. I think her name was Twilla. Hold on, cause I found one for y'all real quick. And that didn't take long, so that just means I really didn't look for the picture when I was looking because I. So here she go right here. It was like a concrete silicone something. Like she has nothing on but whatever this material, this stuff they slathered over her, almost like clay or something, and it dried to her body, and she could not move her legs. They had to carry her up the stairs, or whatnot. So that was the other person that I was thought was very interesting, and it was some other people too. You know who I thought was beautiful, even though the dress was like, oh my god, Cardi B. She wore all black, and I thought she was I thought that dress was beautiful. I thought her dress was beautiful. I don't know if she took it off or the bottom part or whatever, because I don't know how she would walk around in that stuff like that. Sand. Um, and rewind back to freaking Doja Cat with the wet shirt on. She said she wasn't changing out of her gown, that she was going to stay in character for the entirety of the show. She wasn't coming out of what she had on. Like she was going to do her big one, and she was gonna sit in that seat and wet up their seat with her stuff. Now, this is doing this dress no justice, okay? But this is how big the dress was. This is Cardi B. That's Cardi B. Now, I don't know how she got around the Met Gala in that. I'm thinking maybe the bottom part came off. Yeah, they had to hold that dressed up, Jacqueline. I don't know if the bottom part detached. I'm hoping that it detached, or maybe she undressed into something different, because I don't know how she was getting around in that dress at all. Now, that was the Met Gala. Those were the people that kind of stuck out to me that I saw. It was another lady, I can't remember her name, but she ain't really stuck out, but she was getting a lot of attention. But I thought hers was corny. She wore like a flower hat or something like that. I about had it with my boss interrupt my workday. Not your boss interrupting your workday. So, somebody else I wanted to get into was Bryan McKnight. He has been catching a lot of slack in the media, and this is something that maybe some of us could kind of give our insight to, or have an opinion on, because Bryan McKnight and his four oldest children and his ex-wife have been kind of having like a social media beef going back and forth. Bryan McKnight made a statement to me that's outlandish. He pretty much just owned his first four children. I mean, the freaking one little boy has his name. He's a junior. Bryan McKnight has went as far as changing his name to discredit his first son's name that has his name as a junior. His name no longer matches his first son name because he changed it. I'm trying to figure out what he changed his name to. I couldn't find it, what he converted his name to. And from my understanding, a lot of his outlandish thoughts is from this new church that he's attending. He has called his first four children sinful and evil, and he had to discard them from his life. Okay? And I'm like, what is going on? One of his children is fighting cancer. Like, he's like going through some things with cancer, like fighting for his life. And Bryan is like, uh-uh. Who that? Who kids? Who they belong to? They ain't my kids. They ain't my kids. And I'm like, dang, what is like what would what? I was a little bit confused about that, and I was trying to get some more insight. Like, did something happen? Did the kids do something? But from what I was able to find, based on what the kids and the mom said, she said up until like recent, till he got married, that they had no issues with co-parenting, and that they had a good relationship and things like that. Technically, like, they had no actual turmoil, from what I understand. So I'm like, well, what the hell? And then I found out he started attending this new church, and his new wife made him like stop supporting his children, and the new church he goes to has him feeling a different kind of way towards his kids. And I'm like mind blown by that. Tyrese steps into the limelight and speaks up for his friend Bryan, of course, which I'm why is Tyrese always in the mix and always doing something weird? Like, Tyrese, whatever happened with Tyrese back in the, I don't know what happened, but he is not the same man that used to sing, "Sweet lady, would you be mine? Sweet love for a lifetime." Now, I can't sing, so don't do too much, but y'all know what song I'm talking about, because that song used to hit every time, okay? Hey, Christina Love. That song used to hit every time. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I'm grooving right now. I don't know what happened to that Tyrese. This is not the Tyrese that we have no more. I don't know what Tyrese this is that we're dealing with. This is not Fast and the Furious Tyrese, okay? I don't know what Tyrese this is, but then he decided he had to step into the limelight and speak up for Bryan McKnight, because Ricky Smiley had went live and said to the kids that Bryan McKnight disowned. Ricky Smiley went live and told him that they are always welcome, and although they are grown, if they ever need a father figure, they need somebody to talk to, they need a man's opinion, perspective, whatever, that they are always welcome to his hometown of Alabama, where he resides, and that there are a slew of other men who are ready to step up to the plate for those two young men and his daughter. Now, Tyrese decided to go live and critique Ricky Smiley and pretty much tell him that he's wrong for minding Bryan McKnight's business, and that he has no clue what's going on. But in the same breath, Tyrese admits that he has no idea what went on with his children. but then goes on to condemn the children of Bryan McKnight. I'm like, how do you condemn the children of Bryan McKnight after you said out your own mouth that you don't even know what happened? You said it ain't your business, it's not yours to tell. But then you go on to paint this picture of the kids as if they are these gremlins or evil children. You go on to say things like kids do things, they get disrespectful, they say stuff out their mouth. You know, they steal money, they do this, they do that. I'm like, knocking the kids' character down. You knocking these kids' character down after you said out of your mouth you don't know what happened. So nothing could have happened with the kids. It could just be Bryan McKnight being loony toony towards his kids because of this new church and this new wife that he has. But you are condemning Ricky Smiley. You trying to get on his head because he extended an olive branch to children who were just abandoned by their father. Why would that be a bad thing? Him offering an olive branch to extending an arm to children, regardless if they're grown or not letting him know there are men here that will step in and be that kind of fatherly figure for y'all if y'all need it. I don't know what's going on with Tyrese Jack. I don't know what's up with Tyrese. He ain't making no sense these days. Like, he's just not making no sense these days. Dang, where's my people? I guess they ain't one here. I'm sipping chat this morning. Let me see if I could alert a few more people real quick to see if they can come on before we get into the next topic. But yeah, so do you think that there's a little cult in that church? I didn't look up the church, so I don't know. I have no idea. But if that is what they are teaching him in that church, then I don't. That doesn't sound like the church you want to be at. It sounds, why would you be teaching that children from a previous marriage are evil and sinful? From my understanding, children who are born in a marriage are not sinful. They are blessed. They are, like, if you're religious, they are considered blessings. I know people say all children are blessings, but you know how they still children born out of wedlock and this, that, and the third. You were married to this woman, but you taking claim to two children from your new wife that's not yours, and y'all just had a baby. So I'm a little bit confused about how you claiming kids that ain't yours, but you condemning kids that are yours. I'm a little bit disturbed by that. Like, that's throwing me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wrap my head around that. I can't wrap my head around that at all. Like, make it make sense. Can y'all make that make sense? Like, can y'all make it make sense at all? Like, can y'all make it make sense some way, somehow? Like, make it make sense? No? Maybe so. Do me a favor, you guys, on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you don't know what a thumbs up is, if you X out the live chat, the thumbs up button will be right there. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, not the thumbs down, okay? YouTube recognizes the positive feedback and helps to push me out in the algorithm. So please do that. So yeah, I don't. That's what's been going on with Bryan. How do you guys feel about him disowning his children? If you guys are just coming in, I see you guys coming in from Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Please come over to YouTube and come join us. The Facebook live will be clipped. We are not streaming live on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. Sorry. We are not streaming, gonna stream on Facebook, but I was trying to let you guys know where we are. If you want to tune in, I dropped the link in the comments. So if you would like to come on over, click that link and come over to YouTube. If the link does not work, you can type in Summers Room, SUMMERSROOM, all together, one word, on YouTube, and they will bring it. You know what, Niecy baby, don't do too much. Come on now, be nice, play nice. I can't make sense of it all. I know that is really unusual and sad. It's super unusual. Good morning, Sierra, on Facebook. I hope you join us over here on YouTube, love. So yeah, I was a little bit Bryan McKnight tripping. I said, I don't know if he's gonna be able to do. I said, do you think he can start back at one? Because maybe he's gonna need a do over from the beginning, and he's gonna have to beg and plead for forgiveness because you gonna disown me. Like to share it, I have no respect for him disowning his children. It's wild, and I can't understand how Tyrese is trying to defend that. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, even if it is some type of beef between the kids and the dad, why are you on social media publicly condemning them? Because I hadn't seen anything from them condemning you, and they didn't announce that you had stopped supporting them. You came out with the BS. Like, you came out with it. He didn't. So I'm a little bit confused. What's up, Facebook viewers? If you are tuning in from Facebook, please click on that link that I dropped in the comment section and come on over to YouTube. We are live on YouTube. I will not be doing my live streams on Facebook anymore for the foreseeable future. If that changes, I will make an announcement. But if you want to tune in for the rest of this little sip and chat episode we doing, come on over to YouTube, guys. I know Niecy baby. Right back at you. Thank you for coming over to YouTube, Sierra. I appreciate you. I see you, girl. Now, we're gonna move right along to something else. Okay? Now, this is a little bit of Facebook drama. Not really. I don't want to really focus on the Facebook drama aspect of it. What, Sarah? Well, I'm happy. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you go smash that subscribe button. If you enjoy my lives, this is where I'm at. I also have been doing ride-alongs around 5:30. I normally go live on YouTube, and we normally do a little recap. So maybe I should save this part for that. However, hey, Desiree Boo, come on over to YouTube. We're going to talk about this part, and I got it from Facebook, but I'm going to try not to focus it. You know what? I'm going to revamp it, and I'm going to switch it to something else. How do you feel about your friend blasting person or friend or now ex-friend? I guess you decide that you no longer want to be friends with the person. How do you feel about that person blasting a personal conversation via text message on social media, right? So it was a situation where an individual had asked to borrow some money on their phone. This is their friend. They've been friends for a few years. They reached out. They were having some trouble in their business. They reached out to the person that they thought would be able to help them. They reached out to the person. I am clipping the Facebook stream. So if you would like to stay, come on over to YouTube, you guys. Um, hey, Blasted Love, how you doing? It was a situation from my understanding. So text messages were dropped, and I was confused by the text messages because it wasn't a bad dialogue. And then I found out, I'm reading and I'm like, oh, this is a friendship. This is your friend you're talking to. And they're asking about borrowing money. They're in a hard spot. They reached out to the person that they thought would be able to assist them with the funds, right? And the person declined to give them the funds, but offered to help them on a business end. Hey, Ebony Boo, offered to help them on a business end, which I'm like, I get, because why give you a fish when I could teach you to fish so you can provide your own funds, right? To me, that made sense. But I'm still confused. I was confused about why he dropped the person dropped the text messages. So they went live and they did a live to do a recap on to give everybody like some background and perspective. But when they went live, they didn't mention anything about the person outing them, talking trash about them, blasting them, nothing. They went live and they had expressed how the individual did go live to announce that they were ending their business. They had decided to not take his help and to just close their business. They were forced to close, is what they said. That's their business. I still don't understand how that would give you justification for dropping private messages, right? Then he goes on to say that now this was messed up by the person's part that owned the business. When they started the business up, they had borrowed $17,000 from a family member. They fronted them the money. And when they asked them about their coins, the business owner that was now closing was like, you know what you got into when you signed up for this? What? No. Because from my understanding, the business had been very, very, very successful and lucrative up until about COVID, the COVID time, which a lot of businesses took a hard hit in COVID, but a lot of businesses still flourished. And from my understanding, she stopped promoting herself, which would cause the decline in her business. Whatever, she was going through a few things, whatever. And so I'm waiting for him to say, like, oh, she mentioned how I wouldn't give her the money and this, that, and the third, but that never happened in the live stream that I watched. So I'm like, why did you drop the personal messages? Why did you feel it was appropriate for you? Because you decided to walk away from the friendship, whatever your reasons was, which I guess I can't really understand what one thing had to do with the other. Um, she didn't want to take your help to boost her business and decided to walk away from it. So you decided to end the friendship. Why? Am I missing something? Do that make sense to y'all? Like, you have a friend, y'all been friends for years. This friend closes a business that you used to support, that you support in and out, through and through. They decide to close the business because they went through a hardship. They don't have the money and funds to keep pumping out product, and they don't have the willpower to keep pumping out product for whatever reason. And then you decide to, I think he would blast anyone that asks him for anything. That's sad. Like, I understand when he like posts up, like, cause Blasty, you know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. I understand when he blasts people that be strangers in his inbox, but this was a friend and a long-term friend for years. Why would you blast this dialogue? It wasn't bad. She didn't get smart. She didn't curse you out. She didn't like dog you or nothing. So why would you post those screenshots? I really wanted to understand that, and I can't. And then he goes on to mention that the lady turned Muslim. Alhamdulillah, welcome to Islam. May Allah make it easy for you and increase you in your worship to the person who this is about. And then he says, which was offensive to me, it was offensive to me when he said this. He said, I don't mean no harm, and for lack of better words, he was like, but if Jesus, he said, but if the Holy Spirit, if the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son couldn't help you, and the Son couldn't, I'm talking about Darius Cooks. He said, if the Holy Spirit, the Father, and the Son couldn't help you, then the law ain't gonna do no much better. What? We talking about Darius Cooks, Jamie. Why would you say that as if, because I heard it like you downed Islam, like you put Christianity above Islam, saying that if Christianity couldn't fix your problem, then you going to another religion wasn't going to fix your problem. I didn't appreciate that comment. Now, I like Darius generally speaking, right? I like Darius generally speaking. I love his recipes. I've used a lot of his bacon recipes and things like that. And I want to go to Bali. He's building a restaurant in Bali, and I'm planning to set up a trip for when his restaurant opens. I want to go over there and I want to go support it. But when he said that, I said, oh, what? Now I have a clip and I'm going to post it, him saying it. And I was like, I didn't appreciate that, because I don't like how you put another religion at a lower totem pole. Like, that religion didn't work for that individual, maybe. And she felt like she was lacking in something. And I'm just going to speak generally, because even though my religious beliefs are mine, I'm not the one that's going to push what I believe onto others. I pray that everyone comes into the fold of Islam and finds it and seeks it and finds out that it's the truth and that it works for them. But if it doesn't, then that is your journey, right? But I'm never gonna be like, oh well, you Muslim, well, you went over there. They ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna do you no justice if we couldn't help you over here. Even if that is what I believe. Like, I think some stuff you just don't say. Like, I firmly believe in my religion. I believe it is the only way. I believe it is the right way. I believe it is the path to what you guys would say paradise. I believe it is the way. But I'm never going to make a statement and like talk down on someone else's belief. You believe in Christianity and Jesus and things like that as your Lord, your Savior. Do you? More power to you. I'm never going to talk down, but I'm like, why would you? I'm like, he was thinking too, and I wish his brain would have told him to just hush. And I wonder if he's going to catch any backlash from that. Probably not. Probably not. But I'm definitely going to put up that clip, because I definitely did not appreciate when he said it. I thought that was super disrespectful for him to put it in that way. It was totally unnecessary for him to say that at all. She went on her journey for whatever her reason was, whatever she was practicing before. She felt like she needed to continue her journey, and it landed her on Islam. It landed her as a Muslim. That's her journey. And maybe, things will look up for her in that journey. It's her journey. You don't know that. You speaking way too soon. You don't know what that religious belief system gonna do for her. That her taking on to Islam and her learning her deen, and she listening about the business practices, because Islam is a way of life, and we have a whole breakdown of business transaction and conducting business and things like that. Like, it's not just how to worship, it's about how to carry yourself throughout life. And she may dig into them books and find out those things about business and transactions and how to do this and how to do that, and that might give her the confidence to relaunch her business and do better than she did before. You know what I'm saying? So why would Darius that was very offensive. He was like, no offense to the religion, to the Muslim community. They come out to dine with Darius Cooks, and I make sure it's no pork, and I go get them sparkling cider because they don't drink alcohol. And while I appreciate you for going the extra mile for us, that it was not no indication that what you said was not going to be offensive, because it was. It was absolutely offensive to me. Like, bro, you went too far with that. You went way too far with that. Okay. And those are pretty much my topics today that I want to touch on. This didn't really feel like a sip and chat now that I went through it. This is more like a media rundown. This is more like a media rundown, not a Facebook rundown. This was like a media rundown. Like, what's happening in entertainment news and the latest celebrity conjunction. Like, this is what this felt like this morning. Now that I got through it. And I actually got energy. I think when I'm done this, I might try to get me something to eat, get my water, and I might head to the gym. Your girl is feeling good. I'm gonna slap this patch on. I'm gonna take this Thrive energy pill. Now, Miss Lawanda, are you still here, Miss Lawanda? This could be new format. So we could get into that real quick. So this will be kind of like the new format for Sip and Chat, right? But not necessarily geared towards these topics. So I think it will be something from like the media. If it's something buzzing in the media entertainment, like I think that we could touch on, like how I touched on the Met Gala thing, it will be a topic. But I don't want it to just be one topic how we used to be. I want us to kind of switch through different things. I think I want us to have about four topics. The four topics with me up here by myself got me to almost the 45-minute mark. So I think that if we picked four topics and maybe one in a whole, and then we was able to get the audience engaged in a bigger audience, I think that those four topics could do well with Friday's mandatory. It's still Sip and Chat, in my opinion. We having good conversation about any and everything, which I love. Yeah, it just was a little bit different than from what we used to for Sip and Chat. Because Sip and Chat is more so like real life. And some of this stuff was real life for us to chime in. But I kind of just like went through it. It was kind of like a recap of like entertainment news. But y'all seen how I switched from one topic to the next? That's the kind of way that we want to format the new Sip and Chat. We want to have topics that are relatable to you guys. And I want to have this kind of energy I had today. I feel like my energy was high today. I feel like I wasn't falling asleep. Even though I yawned once or twice, I pushed through that because I don't feel tired, but my energy level is low. Hopefully these pills give me a bump in there, and we're going to see what happens with that. But this is kind of like the new layout that we want for Sip and Chat. Yes, I want to mix it up. I want to have the the topics that we can relate to, and I also want to add a little pizzazz. I want to add like a little drama topic. Like, baby, I seen that Dimples clip on Blasted page. Blasted, if you here, shout out for your clips, because baby, I ain't posted a clip on Facebook in ages. I'm trying to get better with posting clips on YouTube, because I think this gonna be my stumping ground for real, for real. You like it? Period. How did y'all like this Sip and Chat? How did y'all like this layout? Let me know, how did y'all like the layout, like generally speaking. Did y'all like how we went through different segments? She is nauseating. I watched that clip of Dimples, and we're gonna get into it in a ride along. But I'm like, are people listening to what people are saying? Are they listening? They not listening, because are y'all listening to what Shorty said? And then some of the justification and defending in the comments of my post that I put up on my page is mind-boggling to me. When I'm like, all y'all want to do is drag other people that I know that I call a friend, and y'all have no evidence for it, and y'all want to drag her left and right and, flip her upside down. I'm sorry to take it back to my friend, but I always compare, because I'm like, y'all on one end is this extreme for this person. But then on the other side of that fence, when it's anybody else except for that one person, y'all got all types of excuses and protections and guides and all types of, it just don't make no sense. She definitely do. She definitely do. When she dropped some little, did y'all listen to what she insinuated about Ivan again? But we're gonna get into that for my ride along, because I'm gonna try to make sure I go live for my ride along, so we can get into some Facebook topics. I'm gonna go. There's a couple of things I've seen that I think I want to talk about. Miss Kwani Monroe. I want to talk about Vaughn and Coco. That's like a positive light though. I want to talk about Dimples. Um, I didn't see many people mention Sunshine and that birthday party she threw for her baby girl. I said, okay, Sean, I see you trying to bump it up, step it up. Okay, girl. Um, Tati had surgery. I seen a picture floating around with Tati and Brandy. I'm gonna go trying to do a little bit digging to get ready for that 5 o'clock show. So we could do a little lineup, get a little spice. And I seen Jolie starting a new page. Girl, Dimples Live just irritated me too. Just irritated to me how seriously effed up she is in the head, cause what she said about her kids and bringing them around, I've been like, what? Right? Are people listening to what people are saying? Like, I don't think people listening. Y'all need to clean your ears out, get some earwax removal, go to the doctors, have them clear something, because my mouth was like, did you just say that? And like just effortlessly just continue on as if you didn't just say what you said. And nobody picked up on it. Nobody picked up on it. I seen Chosen got a new woman. I also seen Chosen ain't show up in Texas. But I also heard Ivan say something about his sister and his nieces in town. I feel like I heard him say something about his sister and niece had just left to drop their car off. And I was trying, what sister and nieces did? What is it? She made up a new page and she said she ready to tell her story, whatever that means. She ready to tell her story. This is why you don't talk about other influencers, because they receive money, because now she is too. Also about Andy Pandy and telling on himself. I was in his live this morning. He was like, I ain't telling myself something. Yes, you did, Andy. Yes, you did. But I'm laughing because I'm like, bro, you said you had one thing and you made a mistake and showed your hand and it showed them another, and feminine and fierce was on it. Okay? Some people did pick it up. I still don't have respect for her. I heard her. I was in a corner just shaking. You was in the corner shaking your head. You was in the corner shaking your head, cousin. That's how I was watching Blast the Clip. I said, did she just? I said, what? Wait a minute now. Hold up. Yeah, Andy dropped the ball. He messing up the church money. I told him he messed up the church money with that. Like, you over here telling them one thing and then showing them another. You got to be more careful with that. You got to be more careful with that. But I'm hoping that you guys will tune in around 5 o'clock for my ride along. I'll be here on YouTube. I did drop a clip on my page, and I'm going to go drop another clip of that Darius Cook that I just told y'all about. I'm going to drop that too. And I hope to see you guys later. But that was my recap. I'm going to go ahead and put on my vitamin patch and take my pills. And I think I'm going to try to go to the gym if I can go, because I feel like if I went to go work out, I would pass out right now. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna do the vitamins, and I'm gonna go eat something and see how I feel after I eat something. And if I feel like I have enough in me, I'm gonna go to the gym. But that was it, y'all. That was all. Thank you guys for tuning in to Sip and Chat. I hope that we will get more consistent for you guys really, really soon. I'm not lying about us working on it. I'm trying to get my sleep pattern together. It's been off. Steph's sleep pattern been off. We're going to get it together, y'all. I enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on over to Summer's Room on YouTube. I, Ebony Bill. Peace.